Yo, what is up, my dudes? I'm back with another video. This time, I'm gonna be doing something different. I've decided to take a break from Death End Request 2, for a bit. Mainly because I have to redo the entire game again in New Game Plus to do the post game, which is kind of annoying, but that's just me. But yeah, I've just been doing other stuff. Mainly, I rewatched Dangenronpa episode 1 yesterday and was laughing my freaking butt off. After Monokuma, after Monokuma had he used the bangles for an example. He used an example with the bangles by exploding, and it was just hilarious. I literally laughed out loud because I had forgotten that he did that. But yeah, I went over the my favorite parts of the Dangenronpa series and stuff. So I don't know. I really want to go over some of my favorite characters, I guess. And Monokuma is a really, really good villain. I'll get that out of the way. I really enjoy him as a villain. He's hilarious when he's angry, and then he's pretty funny sometimes too. Ignore my dog, guys. But yeah, the characters. My favorite characters. One of my old waifus, Celestia, is my favorite character. Which she's like this like goth girl who really likes like expensive, who wants to live like a luxurious life and everything. And yeah, she's my favorite character. My second favorite is from the Despair arc. Ibuki, she's like this, psycho musician, and stuff, so, yeah, just ignore my dog, guys. I'm just gonna keep talking anyway, if you can hear her, and everything, but yeah, my third favorite is kind of obvious, Kirigiri, and I will not call her by her Japanese name because I watched the dub. End of story. It's Kirigiri. Kirigiri is this like detective type girl who will do some insane shit to solve some mysteries. And one of them was going into Yamada's unmentionables. I'm not even freaking kidding, guys. She did that in one of the episodes. To get a piece of paper to figure out the murder mystery, basically. And stuff. And another crazy one that she did, was actually lick someone's saliva from the future arc, which is just, again, that's disgusting. Utterly disgusting, guys. So I'm just like, I don't know, she's not really insane, but she does some crazy stuff to solve some of the mysteries and everything. My fourth favorite character is Genocider Joe. She's the psychotic serial killer who only kills, men, basically with a pair of scissors, and she goes all partial Christian on them by hanging them with the scissors, by pinning them literally Jesus style, basically. She literally pins them up cross-like with the scissors. Sorry, my dog again. With the scissors, guys, which I might actually show a freaking picture of that later. I don't know. I'll see if I'm not really going to be lazy for my editing. And my fifth favorite, the main antagonist of the series, which is kind of a spoiler, Junko Enoshima. She is the ultimate despair, who is the psychotic villain, who ironically, I was actually spoiled about on Watch Mojo before ever watching the series. I remember seeing her on some of the most psychotic characters, and she was actually one of them, along with Kurumi Tokisaki, my main waifu. But I will not be talking about her. I will be talking about Junko Enoshima. She is the mastermind behind Monokuma, or her Monokuma, as I had a friend spell check me a few days ago by accidentally saying Monokuma with an A instead of an O, which I didn't know. So yeah. But yeah, she controls Monokuma, and she is the main antagonist for the Despair arc. For the first season, Season 3's Despair arc, and then she's not really responsible for the future arc. There is a new villain, finally, after three installments, Season 1, Season 2 is in Season 3 of the Despair arc. I'm talking a bit fast here. Of the Despair arc. Finally, on the future arc, we have a new villain that's not Junko, which I won't spoil who that is because he's not really relevant to the video. I'm not really going to spoil who it is for those who haven't watched it. But yeah, Junko is the main villain of the series 3 times in a row, until the future arc, which is nice. She's this crazy despair lover who will literally kill even some people close to her just to see their despaired faces. And if that's not dark, I don't know what is. She is like on the level of like probably Gasai, Psycho, and Reclusa Psycho from Mario and Luigi Brothership himself, which is just insane if you think about it. Because he's one of the most psychotic villains out there for Mario history. But yeah, she is, Junko is right up there with him and Gasai, the most psychotic, yandere out there. Which is just nuts, by the way. Which just goes to show how depraved and psychotic Junko really is. Which is part of the reason why I actually like her. But of course, the crazy ones aren't always my favorite characters. Not always and all that stuff. So, yeah. But that's going to be it though, guys. Hope you enjoyed. It's going on 8 minutes and I don't want to keep going. So, until next time, peace out.